it going? My name is Ruubez and welcome to a week ago. So I have drawn a line in the sand over last week. A week ago is out and yeah, I'm not going to talk about it anymore because it was crap. Okay, that's the last I'm going to talk about it. Anyway, today I'm filming the music video for the Crowbar cover and yeah, so I'll be over there with my guitar and a bass every now and then. Let's do it. Okay, so I think I'm ready. I'm not ready. So because there's not really much going on instrument-wise, like live instrument-wise in this cover, I've done 4 takes and that's it. So yeah, something I never expected to do on here is recommend a Sammy Paul video, because I don't really have anything against Sammy, but I've never really gotten into him. But I just watched his Some Lovely Board Game videos, which has been out for quite a while now, but you know, it was on my homepage, so I watched it. I was looking for something to do. But it just, you know, if you like board games and if you like kind of the more quirkier ones, he's done, this video is just hilarious, and it's mostly just, you know, the 5 people laughing and slapping a table for the majority of it, but the games that they're playing look really cool and I want to buy the 3 of them. Yeah, Some Lovely Board Games, Sammy Paul, or as his channel's called, What I'm Doing Now. I'm editing the Crowbar cover that I obviously, you know, filmed earlier. And you know when you've made a aesthetical choice that is both a great idea and a terrible idea, but you've committed to it, and so you have to stick with it. Yeah, this video is an aesthetical choice of that description, and I think it is both brilliant and horrific at the same time. But yeah, I'll be able to understand if there are people that don't like the way this video looks. It's happening. So today something exciting is happening. I have a meeting with a driving instructor. Obviously it's gonna lead to driving lessons ideally, which will be great because a lot of the jobs that I've looked at that I've, you know, like really clicked with, I've had disappointment when I reach the bottom of the application and it says a clean, valid UK license is required. And it's just like, oh, for God's sake. So yeah, hopefully this can, well, you know, I've got to actually pass everything and get it all done and stuff, but hopefully this can lead to a change in that area. So that's happening today, and tonight I'm going to the acoustic club for the first time since 2017 at Small Seeds. So last night when I was trying to get to sleep and randomly scrolling through social media, I found out about this film that one of the main cast for Star Wars Rogue One was in, and basically Diego Luna is a talented actor. There's no denying that. The problem is, he's playing a trans woman in this film called Berlin, I Love You, and now I've said my 2 cents about trans casting before, but if you've missed that, basically this is what I think. If you're gonna cast a trans role, you need, at the very least, to cast someone whose gender identity coincides with the character. So if you're gonna cast a trans woman, you cast someone who is female. If your character is a trans man, you have to cast someone who is male. That's, you know, bottom line for me. I know there's a big push for trans actors to have trans roles, but then you end up with, you know, typecasting, and then what, is the actor only ever supposed to play trans roles after that? That's why there's a flaw in the logic in, you know, gay actors can only play gay roles. Gay roles should only be played by gay characters. Or, you know, there's a flaw in the logic. And, you know, one of the comments that you always see under these articles is, it's just acting. You know, anyone can do that. But the problem is, when you're watching a performance on a screen, you have to believe that performance is genuine or it doesn't work. When you get men essentially dragged up playing trans women. When you're watching it, you don't see a trans woman on screen, you see a man in drag. So, you know, now that's come about, I guess we'll see what happens with this film. Because the last film that had a trans character being played by someone of the opposite gender never got made. And that was the Scarlett Johansson film. So, who knows what'll happen. Also, in other news, my monthly playlist is now out. Songs for a Ruby Tuesday. Link in the description. Go look at what I've been listening to for the last month. And now I have my first driving lesson booked, which is exciting. So it's a bit colder than it was when I originally made these plans, but alas. So yeah, going to the acoustic club at Small Seeds with my friend Abby. I'm getting a pizza because Bar Maroc, the venue that's above Bar 122, does, not Bar 122, wow, that's a throwback. Bar Maroc, the venue above Small Seeds, does the best pizzas, like, in Huddersfield. But they're vegan and surprisingly nice. So, I'm getting a pizza. Yeah.
I met Jesus. I met him at a gig. I was at a music festival. Eminem was headlining, and Jesus was quite keen to see him as he followed me and my friends as we pushed towards the front. I assume it was Jesus because he was dressed like Jesus and he was white, so I didn't to not believe it. Anyway, he was quite drunk and struggling to walk as he high-fived everyone that he walked past. He was quite pumped up, to the point where he spontaneously decided it would be quite a good idea to crack open a glow stick and pour it over his forehead. He soon regretted this decision, as the luminescent goo dripped down into his eyeballs. After a while, it seems this got quite painful, and he started asking people if anyone had any water or wine that he could wash his eyes out with. But it was hot and it was quite late, and we were all sort of waiting for Eminem to come out. Yeah, so he was asking for the water and wine that he could wash his eyes out with. But no one was really willing to give up any of their water because we were all quite dehydrated. One person, though, did offer a hip flask because all they had with them. And unfortunately for Jesus, this seemed to make things worse because it was pure vodka inside the So if you can just like imagine this, it was standing directly behind me, so you've got this smell of, well, I don't suppose anyone has ever any of you have ever opened up a glow stick, but the smell is terrible, mixed in with neat vodka and tears, and it's like
Tears of Jesus.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. After about 10 minutes, the calls for Jehovah to go see a doctor to sort himself out were starting to be quite frequent. But Jesus proclaimed, "I can't go see the doctor. I abandoned my wife to get this far forward to see Eminem. She'll kill me." "You can't fucking see anything," someone cried from the back. Eventually he gave in, reluctantly made his way to the doctor in the complete opposite direction to the medical tent because he couldn't see where he was going. I did see him later that weekend though, so it's kind of a happy ending. His face was still slightly puffy and a bit green, and his wife was on his arm looking rather angry. Anyway,
If Jesus goes blind, isn't one of his miracles to cure the blind that he could just place his hand over himself?
I'm pretty sure that's in the rules that you can't do it to yourself. Like, yeah.
Oh, you know, tonight has just been so weird and so good at the same time. So many unexplained things, but a good night nonetheless. So it's my first Wednesday properly working at the Direworks again. I still feel pretty tired from last night, but you know, we somehow won the acoustic club quiz. I think we got one answer right, but you know, Matt's story was amazing. Can't believe he met Jesus. But yeah, it snowed last night, which is fun. Manchester Airport's closed, and that's the one that Mark are flying back to tonight / tomorrow morning. So hopefully it reopens. Oh, that Pink News video that I did when I went down to London a couple of weeks ago. The first one's out now, so I will leave a link in the description. It's pretty cool. Great. Need to, yeah, finish getting ready for work. I don't know how, but I've managed to make these M&Ms last. Well, these are actually Skittles now, plus 2 M&Ms and 3 Skittles. But I've managed to make them last for a couple of weeks now. I'm quite impressed. So much self-control, but they're probably about to be finished off. So I'm back at work in just over an hour. So gonna sit here, listen to some music, and read Game of Thrones. I have received so many notifications today, and, well, I'm not complaining. It's been awesome. Thanks again to Pink News for sorting that, because it was fun. Yeah, so yeah, I've just finished work. I've got some food in the oven. They're back! I'm no longer alone. And it didn't snow last night, so that's always a good thing. My video on dilation has been getting an awful lot of views this month, to the extent that I celebrated it hitting 10k at the start of the month, and it's about to hit 20k, and if it keeps going the way it's going to replace my 6-month post-op update video as the second most viewed video on my channel, and it only came out in September. If it keeps going the way it's going, it's gonna, you know, overhaul my actual surgery video, and that just won't make any sense, but okay. I was genuinely worried about releasing this video, and it's doing better than I ever expected. So, as well as it's also the video that tends to get the shitty comments, but what can you do? So it's been a rather unproductive evening because obviously Mum's come back, so we've been eating, talking, chatting shit, looking at photos, laughing, and yeah, it's been an interesting night. Oh, it was nice to have some conversation again. And someone to actually, you know, put the heating on. Anyway, I'm back at work in the morning at 11. It's probably time to get into bed. Fun fact, I say fun fact, I've never been a fan of Dodie, like Doddle Oddle. I started to get into her in about 2014, and it just, something like just happened, and I stopped getting into her and just kind of didn't like her. But I listened to Monster tonight, and oof, that's a tune. That's a tune and a half. Yeah, that's my song recommendation for today. Oh, and the Crowbar music video came out. Complete, you know. Ooh, tangent. But yeah, the Crowbar music video came out, so go check that out, please. Now to focus all my creative energies on next week's video and this podcast idea. Happy LGBT History Month! Yay! For those of you who aren't aware, February is LGBT History Month, so you're going to see a lot more rainbows and stuff like that throughout February. And the best news that happened the day before LGBT History Month was that Manchester Pride was going to charge £71 for their tickets. Oh my god! The commercialisation of a protest is complete and utter fucking bullshit. That's my 2 cents on it. Leeds Pride's free. Go to Leeds Pride instead. So I reckon that's the last of the snow, because, well, it stopped snowing. That's how it tends to work. It got quite thick when I was at work, but it's stopped now. And hopefully that's it, because I don't want it to be cold this weekend, because doing something exciting on Sunday. But I'm working tonight, 6:30, and we're not really busy, but we're not quiet, so it's gonna be one of those nights. So yeah, last night I listened to the new Busted album, and being really, really generous, there are 2 non-shit songs on that album. Radio and Nostalgia. And the only reason that Radio is considered non-shit is because I kept hearing it, ironically, on the radio in the background at work, and it just kind of grew on me. And Nostalgia, like, there's a part of it that feels like, you know, self-titled album Busted, but it's still, you know, the album itself is one whole gimmick of, you know, being halfway to their 7th album that they refer to in year 3000, and it's just kind of, you know, I don't know what it is. Like, part of me was wondering last night, like, if they hadn't done Night Driver and, you know, made me have such a negative feeling towards them, like, would I have liked this album? Because, you know, I saw Busted in 2016 and it was one of the best gigs I've ever been to, because live, you know, they are incredible. Then Night Driver came out and I hated that album. That's just kind of tarred them for me. So now whenever anything comes out by them, there's that part of me that's gonna be like, ooh, this could be shit. And then, you know, that album, I'm sad to say, is very, very, very shit. So I realised last night as I was getting into bed, I forgot to change my calendar yesterday, because it's February now. So let's get a live reaction to some really bad lighting because of that sun. I should have kept the curtains closed. Are we ready? See if we can find an angle that actually shows it. And it's Graham, who's basically one of the main characters right now. Yep. So I'm done with work now until Wednesday. Now I've got to sort out a week ago and do some more research into this podcast that I am starting, because I got a lot of research done whilst I was at work today, because it was a very, very unbusy shift and there was a lot of standing around, so I just thought, you know what, I'll use my time. So I did some research and I'm going to carry on doing some more research and some more planning and just get some stuff in the pipeline. So I'm ahead now with a week ago, because stuff going on tomorrow. Sunday's obviously usually my editing day, but you know, because I've got stuff going on tomorrow, I need to make sure it's done. So I'm ahead, which is good, because now I've got time to do stuff. Ooh, it's chilly. It's chilly, it's chilly, it's chilly. So I need to move around and warm up. Don't know why I'm doing this. So we're about to watch Alan Partridge, Alpha Papa.
Alpha Papa?
Papa!
Alpha Papa?
Yeah, as in AP.
What's it about?
You'll find out. Ooh, I enjoyed that film. That was a good film. It was funny. I remember seeing trailers for it when it was coming out originally, but I just never got around to watching it. And tonight, it was an opportunity to watch it, so watched it, and yeah, a lot of the radio stuff, like, I really related to, just as both an ex-station manager and an aspiring brackets freelance radio producer. And yeah, it was hilarious. If, you know, Steve Coogan, Alan Partridge radio humour is the kind of thing that you're into, I very much recommend Alan Partridge Alpha Papa. It's good 4-star movie. It's not perfect, but it's a good time. Yeah. Particularly if you're wanting a comedy. Well, this just won't do. Well, this is better. So in the near future, I'm being featured on the Humans of Hud Instagram page, and to do that, they need to take some photos of me, do a bit of an interview thing. So that's what I'm doing today. Going to town, meeting them at Student Central, and going from there. So you'll have probably noticed I'm wearing this again, and that's because I think I look good in it. And you know, if there's going to be photos of me on the internet forever, I'd rather be wearing something I think I look good in. So my bus turned up 15 minutes late, so I thought I was going to be late, but I managed to make it just in time. Yeah, now I'm just waiting for them to turn up. so we've relocated to Parish to take some photos because I like it here, so yeah, it's got a camera. So I've been home a couple of hours and I just feel so tired. Like I was fine until I got home, and it's just kind of like the energy has just been sapped out of me because it's really cold outside and it's really warm inside. And I was just talking to Mark and he was like, oh, you know, it's like you think, oh, I could just go for a little snooze, and I mean I can't go for a little snooze, I've got a week ago to sort out, but yeah. But I'll be grateful to go to bed tonight. Very grateful indeed. The Humans of Hud stuff should come out in about a week or two. There was someone before me that needed to go up, so yeah, obviously keep an eye out for that, and I will, you know, post about it too, because why not? Anyway, I'm gonna call it a week there because, well, it's been a week. Yeah, I've enjoyed this one. A bit better than the week we do not talk about. If you've enjoyed it, please do all that generic YouTube stuff. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. So, I've been Ruby Price, and I shall see you a week ago. Adios.